Hi, I'm Simone, and today we're going to be making cake pops. These cake pops are made using the buttercream method and are not made in a cake pop maker. They do require a little bit more effort than just making them in a cake pop maker, but they're amazing and worth the effort, so they're great for a gift or a party. To make these cake pops, you will need some buttercream. This is lemon buttercream that I have here. You're also going to need some cake. Now, you can either make this cake or you can buy this cake pre-made, something preferably without icing, and you're going to be crumbling that up later. You're also going to need some cake pop sticks. Now, these are Wilton ones. I bought these from Lakeland. You can get them from Michael's or anywhere else. These are the wooden ones because I prefer these to the plastic ones. And you're also going to need some chocolate. I am using white chocolate for this particular cake. I think that lemon cake and white chocolate goes together really, really well. But you can use any chocolate that you like, or you can use candy melts. And this is actually what the cake looks like once I've crumbled it up. Try and get it really quite fine, and then just crumble that up by hand and have that in a bowl ready to go so that you can just add that to your buttercream. So to start, you'll need to mix your crumbled up cake into your buttercream, and you'll need to do this quite slowly so that it doesn't go everywhere, because the consistency that you're basically looking for is Play-Doh. So it's really important that you don't add too much buttercream initially. You can always add more later, and you can't take any away. You don't want it to be a really horrible slimy cake mix to work with, so just add a little bit at the start and then slowly mix it together. You want it to stick together without it being too slimy, but without any crumbs falling off as well. So this is why at the start of this recipe I haven't given you exact measurements, because it will really depend on the cake that you're using. Will depend on whether or not it's going to stick together easily and how much you need. So to make these cake pops, you'll need to take a certain amount. Now you can use an ice cream scoop or a spoon as I'm doing, so that they'll all be roughly the same size. And you need to roll it about in your hand until it's roughly like in the shape of a ball. And then you'll insert your stick into it. So to keep the stick in, you'll insert the stick into a little bit of melted chocolate first, around about a centimetre or so. And then you're going to put that into the ball. And then you put that onto a lined baking sheet. Now, I've lined my baking sheet with parchment paper. You can use parchment paper, foil, silicone paper, anything like that, so it's non-stick, you can add your ball to. And then when you put them in the freezer, they'll go hard and you'll be able to easily remove them off the paper that you've lined them on. So now we're going to melt our chocolate, and you can do this by either putting it on the hob or in the microwave. But if you are doing it in the microwave, you will need to do so slowly to help you prevent burning. So we're going to temper this chocolate, so we're going to heat around about 75% of the chocolate and keep back the other 25%. So 75% is melted and 25% is solid. We're then going to add the solid chocolate to the melted chocolate and mix it until it's all melted together. This will only take you a few minutes, but the reason that we're doing this is to help to prevent the chocolate from sweating, and so that it retains its colour and it'll set properly once you've added it to the cake mixture that you've got in the freezer. Now you can take your cake pops out of the freezer, and your chocolate is ready to dip. You can see here that I've got a couple of mugs with some chocolate drops in. Those are just so that my cake pops will actually stand up once I've done them. So to do your cake pops, you just dip them into the chocolate, submerge them fully if possible. If you can't, you can just put a spoon in the bowl as well and then just pour that chocolate over the top, and then tap off the excess. If they are completely cool, you will not have any problems with the ball feeling like it's going to fall off. If you start tapping that and you feel like the ball is going to fall off the end, they're just not cold enough, put the rest of them back in the fridge or freezer, and then do them again later when you're really confident that they are properly cool. So in those mugs there are some chocolate drops. You can see here that I've put some of the ones that I've already done in there, so then they're standing up perfectly well without falling over or anything. I decided to do a second lot of chocolate as well in a contrasting colour so that I can double dip these. You don't need to double dip these at all. This is just something that I decided to do because I quite like it. I think it looks quite cute, but you don't need to at all. You can just double dip them in one colour if you want to. If you maybe want to have a thicker layer of chocolate. You can see here I did a couple of different designs on them. I also did some with some different coloured sprinkles just to make it look cute, and they're in a little box because I was giving those as a gift. I hope you found this video really easy to follow. If you've got any questions, queries or suggestions, feel free to leave me a comment in the box below or just send me an email. Thanks!